David Janssen, by any measure, died at a very young age. How young? Wait till the end of this video to find out. You're watching the original Life and Sad Ending channel. David Harold Meyer, better known as David Janssen, was born on March 27, 1931, in Napanee, Nebraska. His father was Harold Meyer, and his mother was Bernice Graff, a former Miss Nebraska who had toured as a Ziegfeld Follies showgirl. His parents divorced in 1935. His mother moved with David to Los Angeles, California, and in 1940 she married Eugene Janssen. David attended Fairfax High School in Los Angeles, where he was a very good basketball player. It was his stage mother who pushed him toward show business, and he appeared in bit parts in movies and used his stepfather's surname as his stage name. In the early 1950s, Janssen served in the United States Army, and there he met Martin Milner and Clint Eastwood. Janssen appeared in many TV shows. In 1962, he guest starred on NBC's medical drama, The 11th Hour, and he joined friend Martin Milner in a 1962 episode of Route 66. David Janssen's first starring series was in Richard Diamond, Private Detective from 1957 to 1960. Janssen is probably best known for the popular TV show The Fugitive, which ran from 1963 until 1967.
Next, The Fugitive, in color.
He played a doctor who was falsely accused of killing his wife. The final episode of The Fugitive held the record for the highest rating ever, with an estimated 72% of the TV audience watching it in August of 1967. You know, The Fugitive was a very popular show back in the 1960s, and the guest stars included a who's who of Hollywood celebrities, with guest stars that included Charles Bronson, Vera Miles, Mickey Rooney, William Shatner, Susan Oliver, DeForest Kelley, Brian Keith, and countless others you'd recognize. His films included To Hell and Back with Audie Murphy, and though he was personally against the Vietnam War, Janssen co-starred with John Wayne in The Green Berets. Other notable films were Marooned with Gregory Peck and The Shoes of the Fisherman as a television journalist in Rome, reporting on the election of a new pope played by Anthony Quinn. Janssen also starred in two other short-lived TV series, O'Hara, U.S. Treasury in 1971 to 1972, and Harry O. in 1974 to 1976, where he played a disabled San Diego-based private eye. He also played in several made-for-TV movies during the 1970s, including Birds of Prey, Blackjack, Nowhere to Run, and the miniseries Centennial. Janssen was married twice. His first marriage was to model and interior decorator Ellie Graham, whom he married in Las Vegas on August 25, 1958, but they divorced in 1968. In 1975, he married actress model Danny Greco. Sadly, David Janssen died of a sudden heart attack on the morning of February 13, 1980, at his home in Malibu, California. He was only 48 years old. Janssen was buried at the Hillside Memorial Park Cemetery in Culver City, California. The funeral was held on February 17th. Suzanne Plachette delivered the eulogy at the request of Janssen's widow. Milton Berle, Johnny Carson, Richard Harris, Rod Stewart, and Gregory Peck were among Janssen's pallbearers. David Janssen was very well liked by other actors and performers who considered him a dedicated and hardworking professional who treated others kindly. David Janssen has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, located on the 7700 block of Hollywood Boulevard. Back in those days, people lived hard, they drank, they smoked a lot of cigarettes. So let's not do that. And I'll see you again next time, unless I come to my own sad ending.